this week at Bungie, this is the Witch Queen Sabathon. That looks really nice, to be honest. I like how Sabathon looks. Right, so this week at Bungie on the 26th of August 2021. So we're gonna start doing this now. So this is being made by DMG. Good morning, Terrifics. What's up, man? How's it going? So this week at Bungie, where do we begin? So today was a big day, really big, so big in fact that a little bit of news, a little bit of the news ended up slipping into Wednesday. Many of you were tuned in to watch every detail as it was revealed, but there was a lot to cover. So a quick recap. I mean, so the quick recap is basically the Witch Queen was announced, obviously, as we all know. Season of the Lost is live, which is actually a tale of two queens, which is actually really nice. The Season of the Lost has started really nicely. Crossplay is live, finally, which we didn't think it was gonna be at release on Tuesday when the Season of the Lost went live, but it's actually, crossplay has gone live and it's working nicely. There's a couple of issues here and there, but it's going well so far. They also announced the 30th anniversary of Destiny, of Bungie, sorry, and they're gonna be releasing a new activity, a new 6-player activity and 2 dungeons, I believe, as well, and the return of the Galahorn. That's happening on the, I believe, 2nd of December, if I am correct. I think the 2nd of December is the date for the 30th anniversary of Bungie. Or like 2nd or the 7th of December. I can't remember exactly. But there's some new stuff coming. So quality of life improvements on PvP as well and trials, which is really nice. They have announced a partnership with Battlelight, which Regeneration was just talking about it. Battlelight Anticheat, which apparently is the best anti-cheat system for gaming. So they have begun and the soft launch and the security improvements on Destiny 2. So they collect data and strengthen their detections and everything, and they announce the security policies and whatnot. So improvements on Trials of Osiris, which they are going to be doing improvements on Trials in terms of rewards. There's matchmaking now and labs. So they have done quite a lot of things. So Trials will be on a short hiatus until the 10th of September. So basically, until the 10th of September, we cannot play Trials, but those improvements are meant to be coming on the 10th of September. So that's going to be really good because you can earn rewards on Trials of Osiris without having to actually play the Trials of Osiris. I mean, to get wins necessarily on Trials of Osiris. There is still a way to get to a flawless run and to get to the lighthouse by doing a flawless run on Trials. So that will be a reward as going flawless. But there will be rewards for not just winning on Trials of Osiris, which is a really nice way to incentivize people to play Trials, because I think a lot of people have lost interest on Trials because they maybe are not good enough and they can't get any rewards or can barely get any rewards. So now there's going to be matchmaking, there's going to be rewards for those people that are not as good, and there's going to be, you know, the usual rewards for the people that are good and they go flawless. So that's a huge step forward into, the right direction, in my opinion. So they're giving plenty of a lot of things. That was announced during the Destiny 2 showcase, basically. So the Bungie Foundation has been updated. So the Team Rubicon and Direct Relief. So basically, the Bungie Foundation, Team Rubicon, and Direct Relief have teams on the ground across the world that are actively providing life-saving medical care, critical medical and PPE supplies, food, water, and shelter of hundreds and thousands of people in need following the recent natural disasters. So included the Haiti earthquake, the West Coast and Mediterranean wildfires, the Tennessee and Germany floods. They have not let up on the mission of vaccinate vulnerable populations against the COVID-19. So this is basically the foundations they are working on right now. Team Rubicon and Direct Relief. So for us, thank you for them. So every direct donation, they are going to be, or pre-ordering a t-shirt, you're gonna get an emblem, which is, this is the emblem for the $25 donation. Really nice looking emblem. So if you make a donation of a $25 or over, or until $25, you will get this. And if you pre-order the t-shirt, you will get this emblem. That looks really nice as well. I really like this emblem. That's actually amazing as well. I like the colors of this one. Very much like New Monarchy. This is the t-shirt. That's actually amazing. Really nice t-shirt. So that's the emblem that you get. This is the emblem that you get with the t-shirt. And this is the emblem that you get with the $25. So next thing, we're gonna get the, obviously, if you make a purchase on the, Bungie Foundation, this is the emblem that you get. I think we all know this emblem. It's been around for quite a while. So that's up between August and September. So between August 19th, which is already passed, and September 1st, if you make a donation, you will get those emblems. Into the Void. So basically, starting with the Witch Queen, the next thing they're talking about on the TWAB is, starting with the Witch Queen, they're going to be redesigning the light subclass. The first subclass that is going to be redesigned is going to be the Void subclasses for every single character, for the Titan, for the Hunter, and for the Warlock. So the Void subclass is going to be the first to be reworked to be in line with the Stasis subclasses. So they are basically like talking about what they, what they're gonna be, reworking and straight to business. So they're gonna be doing the Season of the Lost and the 30th anniversary. Part of the reactions were the subjects like subclasses and stasis aspects and fragments. You feel that before we move forward, we should rip a few bandages off. So there will be no new darkness subclass on the Witch Queen or through year 5. So that was actually true. There was a leak where they said there was a new subclass that was going to be released. What's up, baby? So there will be RIP. There will be no new subclass. There was actually a new subclass that was actually called, I believe, it was kind of like a poison. It was kind of like something poison. And that was actually true. If they have said there will be no new darkness subclass on the Witch Queen or through year 5, that means, or corruption or something like that, yeah. That means that was on the works, and that is actually a thing that might be coming later on. So we made a call to refocus ourselves on like subclasses this year. So as you will see below, this doesn't just mean a port, but also a new and exciting stuff too. So there will be no new stasis aspects or fragments arriving with Season of the Lost. Similar to the above, we wanted to focus on different initiatives instead of adding more to stasis. So basically what we're going to be doing is probably going to be adding some new aspects and fragments on the Witch Queen, not on the Season of the Lost. But what they are going to be basically focusing is on the, the light subclasses, the Solar, the Void, and the Arc. So today you are going to read a quick tease on the feature they're calling Void 3.0, a new interpretation of the Void subclasses and fantasies. In the coming weeks, you'll hear about changes we are making to how players regenerate ability energy and how those changes are going to affect PvE and PvP with our 30th anniversary release. So in December, we are going to have the first changes on the regeneration on ability energy and how those are going to be affecting PvE and PvP. Hey, Reiki! Isolation Gaming, thank you very much for the raids! What's up, guys? How's it going? Reiki Isolation, let's go! Let's go! What's up, guys? So, those are the first few changes, right? So, those are the first few changes. Let's see, later in year 5, we hope to share more info on the initiative the team is discussing internally right now, making ammo regeneration a more deterministic and consistently paced experience across all activities. So they are continuing to change how ammo works on Destiny. So on year 5, later in year 5, they're gonna be actually changing how ammo regeneration is changing. I like that. I like that idea. I like how they're changing things. Right. So the next thing, actually, I missed this. So an example on the changes they are actually doing to the ability, the regeneration, the ability energy regeneration, is a reduction on how many one-shot kill abilities are available in the Crucible, and shifting super energy regeneration so players are rewarded for participating in combat versus waiting for a timer. So if you're in, apparently if you're in combat and you spend some time in combat, actually your super regeneration is going to change. It's going to increase now rather than just hide on the back of the map. So they're going to incentivize you to be active in the battles, in fights. So that's very interesting. That is really interesting. Next thing, what is it? The ammo regeneration. So basically, we talk about that already. So Destiny 2 is a living game. So obviously, those are changes. You know, they continue to make changes every single. You know, it's the sandbox is gonna evolve and they're gonna change it and they're gonna try new things. Obviously, Destiny is always, you know, a forever evolving game now. Brave New World. So as you saw in our review event, we are going to doing some serious revamps on the existing light subclasses in Destiny 2. So our Void, Solar, and Arc subclasses and damage types are going to be basically they're going to be reworked. So those are the classes that have been around since day one on Destiny 1 back in 2014. So now what they're gonna be doing, they refresh everything on Destiny 2 on 2017. So kind of like they are want to rework it to bring it in line with the newest subclass, the Stasis subclass. So what they are gonna be doing is making the Stasis subclass is a lot more in depth, and basically what they're gonna be doing is rework all of them. So they're gonna start with the Void. So Void 3.0 they're gonna be calling it. So we are taking the subclass you know and love and remixing them. So that means adding new abilities and mechanics, ditching some old ones where it makes sense to do so, and spreading out existing ones to create enticing new combinations. Our hope is to retain playstyles you know and love today, and to create some exciting new ones you didn't even know you wanted. We can't wait to see what you all think about those changes, and as always, we are going to be looking and responding to feedback. With all that said and done, I am going to bow out and let the team do the talking. So basically, Sam is now kind of talking about the new shape. So for example, the main goals they are talking about, you know, on the Void 3.0 rework. So preserve the strong existing power fantasies of the Void. So basically they're gonna be focusing on the damage type of phone. So it still kept, you know, the strong Void subclass while making the changes. Provide new and exciting build crafting possibilities through the combination of aspects and fragments, which is basically what happens on a Stasis already. So they bring it in line with the Stasis subclass. Set up a framework for the systemic integration of the damage type into the rest of the game. So, you know, basically Stasis, you know, bring it up to the line into the game, you know, so everything keeps, you know, kind of is at the same level. That is really nice. I hope they nail down the Void subclass for the release of the Witch Queen in February. Let's see how it is. I mean, obviously, this is gonna be the start, probably for Bungie and Destiny. If the Void 3.0 changes go well with the game in February, it will be easier for them to change Solar and Arc because they already have a base. So let's see, say the keywords. So with abilities 3.0 update, we are defining a set of keywords that will set of various perks and abilities on within each Void subclasses. Hacking for slow, freeze, and shatter verbs used by stasis. So, okay, so they're gonna be naming things with abilities and the fragments. Okay. So additionally, with these verbs will appear in other places outside of the subclass skins, like weapon perks, exotic armor, and mods on the seasonal artifacts. So that's really cool. So those are like new images for the void subclass. So they're gonna be like, those are the things that are gonna be showing the new images, like basically images that we're gonna be relating to the void subclass. So suppression, the target is knocked out of the active abilities and activates any abilities and movement modes as long as the suppression persists. So basically, suppression, for those that play Destiny, suppression is what the grenade, for example, from the Titan grenade, the suppress grenade. So they are basically throwing that Titan suppress ability grenade into every single subclass. So every single void subclass is gonna have suppression. That seems to me like it's a great new addition. So every single subclass, every single class is going to have the ability to suppress enemies. Weaken. So there is a new one that is gonna be called Weaken, which I guess is gonna be this symbol over here. Weaken, the target takes increased damage and has their movement slowed. Enemy AI combatants fire the weapons with decreased accuracy. Wow. Okay. I like that. Volatile. The target is afflicted with unstable void energy and will explode upon taking additional damage or on death. Wow. It seems like it's this one. This is the symbol for the volatile. And the 3 positive aspects that you will be applying to yourself and allies. So Void Overshield, which I guess this is the Void Overshield symbol, or maybe this one. Void Overshield, a protective barrier of void light which reduces damage taken from combatants. Nice. Invisibility, you vanish from sight, do not appear on enemy radar. I mean, obviously we all know that. And Devour, you feast on the energy of your foes, kills restored to your full health, grant grenade energy, and extend Devour. So Devour is what we know from the Warlocks. The Warlocks have Devour, and you can actually consume your grenade, and every single kill you do, you restore your health. That, if that gets added to every single subclass on Destiny, that is crazy. That is great. You know the amount of like how much you can customize your character, whether you're a Titan, you're a Warlock, or you're a Hunter. You will be able to fully customize your character however you want. Before, the Suppression was a Titan. Then the Devour was the Warlock. Now you can see a Hunter with either Suppression or Devour. That is absolutely crazy. That is fully customizable characters. So that is crazy. All dogs new tricks. So basically those are closed the new section. There's a preview of some of the new and updated abilities that you will be able to play once Void 3.0 releases. Okay, so Night Stalker Hunter, Shadow Shot, Moebius Quiver, and the Super. Okay, so says Shadow Shot, Moebius Quiver, fire 2 volleys of 3 void arrows in a cone which seek out enemies and spawn void anchors on impact. Shadow Shot makes tethered enemies volatile and deals increased damage to tethered targets. One of the main usability pain points of the current iteration of Moebius Quiver is having to press the super input a whole bunch of times to fire each arrow individually, which is cumbersome and takes a lot of time. Yeah, okay, and sometimes it often, you know, results on prey drifting somewhere where you didn't intend to be, off the cliff, and yeah, okay. So by firing multiple arrows at once, it should be a lot easier to a blanket area to trap them. Okay, so basically what they're gonna be doing is shooting 2 or 3 volleys of arrows. I like that. So you're not gonna be throwing like a multiple arrows like before. That's gonna be changing on the super. Stylist executioner aspect. Defeating the weakened suppressor volatile targets grants invisibility and true sight. Okay, so if you kill someone with the super, you will be invisibility and you will get true sight as well. That is amazing. A twist, the middle tree Night Stalker current flawless execution. This aspect lets you the hunter specialize in defeating the buff enemies and keep looping their invisibility. So every enemy that is debuffed, you can keep yourself invisible for the entire time. That is great, man. Sentinel Titan Overwatch aspect casts a void and power barricade to grant a void overshield to yourself and nearby enemies. So you're gonna be able to put a void overshield. So if you do that on PvP, I believe, if you have a void weapon, you'll be able to explode that weapon, that shield, like the enemies. Well, I hope so. And damage nearby allies. I mean, if that is the intention, that would be absolutely great. Void Walker over Pocket Singularity Projectile Melee. So launch a tracking unstable ball of void energy that detonates when it nears an enemy, pushing targets away from the blast and making them volatile. Nice, man. Nice. So you throw the void ball and then you throw, like, you kill people, you push. It detonates when the near ones on the nearest enemy, and then push enemies away and make them volatile. So you shoot them and they will explode. That's amazing. That is amazing. Obviously, we're gonna know more about this in the future. You know, as we get closer to the Witch Queen, there will be sharing more information on future TWABs. So we'll be, you know, we probably know more of this in more TWAB. So let's go, man. That's awesome. More Prime, more rewards. So these are the rewards with Prime. So if you have Twitch Prime, go and claim these rewards. It's the Warcliffe coil with an ornament, a sparrow, and a projection for your ghost. That's really nice. It's a lost legendary ghost projection. Season of the Lost, Season of the Lost My Mind. So Cocoons and Orkins, so known issues. So obviously there is some issues still on Destiny. Some PC players are unable to launch the game to the missing unknown file. Cocoon, which is you know, some PC players may experience some game crashes. Armor Synthesis, Trials of Osiris gear, Shattered Realm activity. So obviously there is some known issues. Here are all the known issues. We're not gonna be, you know, naming every single one of the known issues because we will be here forever. And the movie of the week, Sandbox. So you got a bunch of things. So this is basically what, you know, this week at Bungie is. To be honest with you, I'm excited. I'm excited for the changes. I think we have amazing changes coming to Destiny. I honestly think we're gonna have a huge amount of, you know, like the light subclasses changes are gonna be incredible because the you know, the customization, the huge amounts of customization that we're gonna have on our classes, it's amazing. Like that is something you know, we have been asking for since day one on Destiny 2, because the subclasses on Destiny 2 were kind of like, we still think the trees are not that good and the customization is not there, to be honest. And now with the stasis subclasses, the stasis subclass that came with this Beyond Light has changed so much. People have loved it, and it's been so good in terms of customization. You can fully customize how your character behaves with that subclass. So now we want that with the light subclasses, and Bungie is going to bring that to the light subclasses, starting with Void. They're calling it Void 3.0, coming to the Witch Queen, and later down the road we are gonna get both Solar and Arc subclasses with the full customization. So thank you very much, guys. This has been the TWAB for this week from Bungie. And if you like this video, please thumbs up, subscribe, and turn on notifications to stay up to date with everything Local Gaming. Until next time, bye bye.